Dardar in the green, Lowery in the black. Here we go. I think Braydon's put on a bit of muscle since the last time we saw him, actually. I think he's been in the gym a bit.
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, he's at 145 now, so, you know, he does have a larger frame.
It's pretty ripped, though. Well put together kid. Dardar comes out and kicks hard to the leg.
That kick there. Might have had a little graze there.
I think Braydon's kick snuck upstairs a little bit. Nice low kick from Braydn.
Nice 1-2 there from Dardar.
Good return by Dardar, though. There's a smooth hook there.
Dardar looks like he can strike.
Yes.
Really calm, really smooth, really relaxed.
Crisp, too.
Yeah. Eyes are open. Nice double jab, probes out.
Ooh, great body kick there.
That's a hard kick to the body. Braydn got to make sure he keeps that right elbow a little tucked in tighter. Thudding shots from Dardar.
That hook might have done
Big
something there to Braydn. It's another one, too, you know. Another hook right there.
Good level change by Braydn. He needs to make this happen. Dardar separates and answers with some nice knees. Dardar looks very sharp.
He has every answer so far.
Yeah, he's very strong, too. We'll see what Braydn does here.
Larry working off his back.
Both guys are well-versed in jiu-jitsu. We'll see, you know, what Braydn can do here on his back.
These are things that I worried about with Braydn early on when he was having a lot of success off of his back. It's like when we get to these spots, it's fine, but what are we going to do when we get in these spots and we can't submit the guy off of our back? We have to have some progression. We have to have somewhere we work to next.
We saw him pull guard multiple times in that Rosa Rosso fight.
Yeah. And Dardar here, he's a very, very strong opponent. I mean, these punches that you're throwing, you know, he's throwing half power behind him. And Braydon's previous opponent, same thing. So Braydn is fighting two opponents that they're throwing a lot of heavy shots, and he's not used to, you know, facing that. So we'll see how he, you know, plays out here.
Dardar just doing a good job of keeping himself centered. He's not going to let Braydn get his hips moving from side to side, setting up his arm bars and his triangles and his tricky stuff off of his back.
You know, both these kids are very impressive at this amateur level, too, with, you know, not so many fights under their belt.
Dardar looks like he's the real deal, and he's built really powerfully. I know he only stands 5'4", but, man, when he's letting these hooks and crosses go, they're thumping. They're getting Braydon's attention. This is a tough fight. Big knee on the way up.
On the way up. You don't see that a lot in the amateur level, you know, before the split there, strike.
And you see Braydn, I like how he's reacting here.
Yeah.
Heavy low kick.
Great counter there.
Yeah, he at least knows that he has to come out here with a little more urgency.
Yeah, and I think he's playing to his range a little bit more now already, too. You can see it when he's separated.
If Braydn doesn't check that low kick or make something happen with it, that's going to add up over the course of this fight.
He won't be able to put any weight on his leg.
Yeah.
Very impressive round number one there by Seth Dardar. And again, for 20 years of age, these guys look like they've been in there doing it for 10 plus.
Yeah. I mean, Dardar's sharp. Eyes are open, solid kickboxing technique. When he's landing those kicks, I mean, he's hitting them with a long, extended hip. He's really expressing it well. And those are digging into Braydon's legs. I promise you, Lowery felt them that round.
Yeah,
Braydn having some good moments, too.
Yeah, of course. And we'll see, like, you saw whenever this beautiful the knee right before the split, but you see Braydn kind of adjust his game here and start using his range, which he's been needing to do this entire round.
Well, he just got more active.
Right.
It's like, okay, you can tell Dardar definitely a little more solid, a little more seasoned, smoother with his technique, but if Braydn pushes the pressure, much like Garza did in the fight with Rosa,
sure.
that is going to be his answer here. He's got to apply pressure. He's got to put volume together.
He's got to check those kicks, too.
That was better. That was better. He at least lifted it.
Yeah.
Ooh, but
Dardar attacking that lead leg.
This is something that guys that come from a boxing background, they'll learn.
There it is.
We got a hurt leg here. You see Braydon's already not able to put any weight on that.
You can see it starting to swell up a little bit. Braydn lost his footing there for a moment.
And you see Dardar's being tricky. He's like showing the low kick to go up high. He's trying to make something happen here. And he's being patient. Another thing you don't see from young guys with only 3 amateur fights, but this kid's slick.
And that jab just pushed Lowery back as well.
Yeah, there's some fight IQ in that ring right now.
Absolutely.
You know, at the young stage too.
And Braydon's being tough, you know. You got to give credit to him as well. He's not just falling away. The adjustment he needs to make though is the way he's standing. It's kind of more boxer-esque. He's kind of bladed with that lead foot kind of pointed inward.
There it is. That might be
That's
it.
the fight.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not sure.
TKO to low kicks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, if it's hurt or
listen,
broke.
I promise you I'm going to chat with Braydon a little bit. It's as easy as switching up the stance. But like I was saying, Dardar really, really expressing those kicks nicely, really turning them over. I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, you have to make adjustments, and at an early on level, like you're like you said, your simple solution is just swapping your stance, right? And getting that target out of the
It's
guy's
not
face,
necessarily like switching stances, but you got to change the
Adjusting,
way
yeah.
you're standing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're standing in like a boxing stance, you're leaving that leg susceptible to just getting eaten up. You gotta. That's why when you see Thai guys fight, they're more squared up. The reason they're squared up that way is so that they can lift their legs and check kicks, and they're more in a neutral stance. When you blade yourself like that, that's what you do. You make yourself susceptible. And he's not doing anything wrong. That's what his coaches taught him to do. He's got guys with boxing backgrounds in his corner, and I understand that, but got to make that adjustment, especially when we're fighting a guy who can really kick like Dardar.
Yeah.
Boy, and let's just take a second here and talk about that performance by Dardar. Now 4-0 as an amateur.
Clean.
The IQ sticks out, right? Yeah, the power with the leg kicks was there. That was very impressive. But every time there was an exchange, he was getting the better of that exchange.
Yeah.
And really a great job there by Seth Dardar.
And like we said,
4-0.
Lowery is a tough kid, and he'll have success. He needs to put some stuff together, keep on cultivating his skill set, but he'll be fine.
Mixed martial arts is a very tough sport. You're playing baseball, you're playing basketball, you're playing fighting, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a lot of courage for any young man or woman to step inside these panels and do what they do. Let's hear from both of these fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, our doctor has stopped this bout due to injury at 1 minute, 9 seconds in the second round. Declaring your winner, Seth Dardar.
That's going to be two doctor stoppages tonight on this card.